how to activate your spiritual senses. And one of the things I want you to know is this: the same way we have spiritual sense, the same way we have physical senses. If you have understood how the spiritual senses works, I tell you the truth, you don't even need the giftings of the Spirit to check what is happening in the realm of the Spirit. In this video, I'm going to be sharing this powerful secret to you. Please like this video, because when you do so, you are helping this video to spread to a greater number of people on this YouTube platform. Thank you very much. Now, one of the things you need to understand is this: everything we see in the physical, is just a manifestation of what is actually happening in the realm of the Spirit. The same way we have all these senses physically, is the same way we have those senses in the realm of the Spirit. So it means that in the realm of the Spirit, we have the sense of sight, the sense of smell, the sense of taste, the sense of hearing, and the sense of touch. Because everything we see in the physical, we also have those attributes in the spiritual. Now look at what the Bible said about Lazarus and the rich man. The first thing that shocked me about the story of Lazarus and the rich man was that they could recognize themselves even after they died. Scientists told us that the brain is responsible for remembrance. But I'm telling you now that there is a part of your spirit that is also responsible for remembrance. So if you see somebody in the realm of the Spirit that you know physically, you will be able to recognize that person. The Bible says Lazarus and the rich man, they could recognize themselves even in the spirit realm. So the same way we have brain in the physical, is the same way there is a brain in the spirit. Everything you see in the physical also has its own in the spirit. Now look at what the Bible said. Luke chapter 16, look at verse 24. He said, "And the rich man cried and said, Father Abraham, have mercy on me, and send Lazarus that he may dip the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue." Rich man was asking for water to cool his tongue, meaning in the realm of the Spirit, the rich man could taste. You need to understand that our spiritual senses needs to be activated. Now, another thing you need to know is this: if there is anything wrong with our physical sense, we have some limitations in interacting with the physical world. So if somebody has eye issue, we say the person is blind. That person will not be able to see, will not be able to interact with sight. If somebody has hearing issues, the person will not be able to hear. So are you saying limitations in interacting with the physical world? If somebody has issues with the taste bud, cannot taste, that person will have issues, tasting. So are you saying that there will be limitations with interacting with the physical world when our senses are, having issues? Same, it is in the realm of the Spirit. If somebody's spiritual sense is not active in the Spirit, I tell you the truth, that person will be having issues interacting with the realm of the Spirit. In Matthew chapter 13 verse 15, look at what the Bible said. Jesus was speaking. Jesus said, "For the heart of these people have grown dull. Their ears are hard of hearing. Their eyes have closed, lest they should see with their eyes and hear with their ears, lest they should understand with their heart and turn, so that I should heal them." So are you seeing what the Bible is saying? The people Jesus was talking to, they were normal people. They could see, they could hear, they could understand. But Jesus is saying that these people cannot understand spiritual things because they have issues with their spiritual senses. You need to understand this mystery in the realm of the Spirit. If you can master how the senses works, I tell you the truth, you don't even need to be a prophet for you to interact with the spiritual realm. Because the physical senses helps us interact with the physical realm. So the spiritual senses also helps us to interact with the realm of the Spirit. Hebrews chapter 5 verse 11, of whom we have so much to say and hard to explain, since you have become dull of hearing. So, the apostles wanted to explain some things to these people, but because their spiritual hearing was dull, they could not explain it. This is the reason why many people, God is speaking, but they are not hearing, they are not understanding, because there is simply issues with their spiritual sense. I tell you the truth, I'm going to teach you how to activate your spiritual senses. You must understand that in the realm of the Spirit, there is the spiritual sense of sight. The Bible speaking in Ephesians chapter 1 verse 17 to 19, it said that the eyes of your understanding be enlightened. You also have the spiritual sense of hearing in the realm of the Spirit. Revelations chapter 2 verse 7, the Bible says, "He that has ear, let him hear what the Spirit is saying to the church." The ear there, note, it did not say ears, it said ear, singular. That ear there is the ear of your spirit. If you check the original Greek translation, it's speaking about the ear of your spirit. It says, "He that has ear, let him hear." In other words, he that does not have ear will not hear. We also have the spiritual sense of smell. I've been in prayers before and I started perceiving perfume. I was the only one in my room that day and I was praying. I started perceiving perfume in my room. My spiritual sense was so active. Sometimes you go to a place, I tell you the truth, you begin to perceive some foul smell. Now, because of that foul smell, you may run away from that place. And the next thing you saw, maybe you saw a big trailer ran into the place and you were like, look how God delivered me from death today. That smell you had was the voice of God coming to you through fragrance. You can enter into a house, you're about to rent a place, you are not sure, should I rent this place, should I not rent the place? And you just enter there and you started perceiving a sweet fragrance. That alone is the voice of God coming to you to tell you to take that place. It is yours. Do not limit God to seeing visions and dreams alone. God can speak to you through your spirit, through your senses. You can have a company and you want to employ people, and somebody enters into your company to apply, and as the person enters, he has a very sweet fragrance. You ask the person, what kind of perf are you using? The person tells you, I didn't spray a perf. But that fragrance of the presence comes with the person. Listen, employ that person. Do you know you can also have somebody that comes to your office to come apply, and the person has a very foul odor? This does not have anything to do with, some people, they have natural, body fragrance. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, this one is not really their fault. All right, so it can be genetical, which is not bad. But I know that God has helped men to raise structures like deodorants that can actually help this. But this person, this person does not have body odor before, a kind of wrong body fragrance before. But the person just enters into the office and everywhere. Other people are not perceiving it. You are the only one perceiving it. Please let that person leave. God is speaking to you through the smell. Are we together now? In Genesis 27:27, Isaac said, the smell of my son is like the smell of the field that the Lord has blessed. That was a spiritual smell. Oh my God. We also have spiritual taste. Look at what the Bible said in Psalm 119, verse 103. He said, how sweet are your words to my taste. This is NIV. Sweeter than honey to my mouth. So the way this person heard the voice of God was by taste. Hey, I don't know if somebody's getting what I'm saying. He said, how sweet are your words to my taste. You can meet somebody and you begin to taste sugar. But whenever you have these spiritual things happening to you, don't just conclude. Ask the Lord. And you ask the Lord, what is this sugar I'm tasting? And God will tell you. You just have a knowing. Tell this person to beware of sugar. Diabetes is coming. And you tell the person, please beware of sugar. I don't know why I feel you should beware of sugar. And the person is like, yeah, so he was diagnosed with diabetes, so that he's even trying to watch his sugar now. You shake hands with somebody and you just feel that taste of sweetness. And the Lord tells you, this person is about to experience joy and sweetness. And you shake, say, God is bringing sweetness to your life. Are you seeing how these things work? The Bible also said in Psalm 34, he said, taste and see that the Lord is good. He said, how sweet are your words to my taste. You need to understand this, that you can also hear God with your tongue, with your tasting. You can enter into a car and you start tasting blood or perceiving blood, and God tells you, come down, this is a kidnapper then. And before the bus or the car moves on, you just come down, walk away. And the next thing you see, you just say that maybe they were kidnapped or they had an accident with blood, a lot of bloodshed. And do you understand what I'm talking about? In my next video, I'm going to spend time teaching on how then can I activate my spiritual senses. How then, what can I do? What is the procedure to activating all? I'm not just talking about sight, hearing, tasting, or smell. All the spiritual gifts. Please leave a comment below. Tell us what part actually stood out for you on this video. Please don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Please don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll always get notified whenever we post a new video on this platform. Thank you very much. God bless you.